I was able to turn my life around in about 4 years. And here's how I did it. I used to be about 100 pounds overweight and very unhappy with myself, very unconfident, just upset with my life in general. I thought that the path to becoming wealthy was working very hard on a 9 to 5 and climbing the corporate ladder, making 30, 40, $50 an hour. That all made a lot of sense to me. Having, a mediocre life seemed bad, but I didn't really know what the path was to get there. And I always kind of sat in this analysis paralysis of never being able to start anything or trying to start something and always end up like failing because I would do it 3 or 4 times, such as losing weight. I would run like once or twice and then I would just give up. And it wasn't until I started to focus on my own personal development where I was able to break past that piece of like starting to do something and then stopping and not understanding how to make more money, not understanding like, how to research these things. It always felt like that the secret was too far away, or like the secret was so secretive that I was never going to be able to find it. And what I had found through starting to look at my own personal development, and for the people that might not understand what I'm saying by that, is like I started watching videos about motivation. I started watching videos about personal development. So like look up on YouTube personal development. You will find videos. The specific ones that I watched were from Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn is a motivational speaker from like the 1950s and 60s, and his videos are old and they're very long and not many people would watch them, but those videos changed my life because Jim Rohn talks about very, very important topics in those videos. And I won't go too deep into it, but go and watch one of those videos. I watched those. I watched Brian Tracy videos. I watched a lot of videos about manifestation, which I still don't fully understand, but I do believe in. But really, it was about the personal development. So I started focusing on my own personal development first. What are the things that I can change in my life? So taking extreme responsibility, all those things. Again, I won't go too deep into it. Just go watch the videos if you want. So that's what I did first. I started focusing on my own personal development. And through that, I was able to find that the more that I focus on myself and on my brain and like what's going on in here, I realized that the brain is a super, super strong, like organ. I don't know, I guess that's what you would call it in the human body. Like people extremely underestimate the power of the human brain. And you can, as a human, turn around your life through focusing on your brain. You know what I mean? Because your brain essentially is just connected to your body. And if you can control your body through controlling your brain and learning how to control your brain, you can do anything. So yeah, I started with my own personal development, and where I first started was like, I need to be consistent. I need to take extreme responsibility for my life and realize that nobody is coming to save me, and I need to just start being consistent. So I had tried to lose weight so many times, and there's videos out there on my YouTube, my TikTok, like what I used to look like and stuff. And I had a very hard time, staying consistent. I had a very hard time. Like I would start running or I would do some crazy 6-hour or 3-hour or whatever, 6-pack special workout on YouTube. And I always thought that like that was the secret, and it wasn't. The secret was staying consistent and being disciplined. So, I'm sitting in an open house. So somebody like, no, that's not that. Okay. So yeah, I was consistent and I was disciplined. Then what I did was through focusing on myself, I was able to start focusing on a business. I learned all of the key skills in my brain on how to, think an intangible thought, take that thought out of my head and turn it into something real. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is that anything that you think in your head, you can do. Like, if it wasn't possible, you probably wouldn't have the thought, because you don't know what the hell is the impossible. You've never seen the impossible, so you don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you want to say that it's impossible for you to lose weight. You want to say it's impossible for you to become a millionaire, but other people who have the same genetic makeup as you are doing it. So, I don't want to get too much into the hibby jibby, motivational stuff. But yeah, I don't know what hibby jibby means. Sorry. I don't want to get too much into the motivational stuff. I just kind of want to talk about my personal story. So yeah, through that, I was able to lose a ton of weight, gain those, skills of being consistent, taking extreme responsibility, and I was able to push that into a business. So, really where I'm coming from in this video is focus on your own personal development. That's where you want to start. Find the pitfalls in your life and then work on making those things better first. And you're always going to find, if you take a step back, where the pitfalls are. It's you. And a lot of people want to dance around what the pitfalls are. Oh, well, it's the, environment that I'm in. And yes, that might be a small factor, or it's the people that I'm hanging out with, or it's the economy, or it's all of those things. You shouldn't start there. You need to start with you. Where are the pitfalls within you? Are you not confident? Are you overweight? Are you upset? Are you having troubles being consistent? Find those pitfalls first. Change that. And through that, you will be able to do absolutely anything that you want to do. And I'm not saying this as this is a no fail, this is how you're going to do it. This is how I did it. Okay. So I'm just saying this as me almost talking to myself. This is how I did it. And saying this as a person who's on the other side, right? I have lost a ton of weight. I've made a ton of money. I've had a lot of success. This is just where I am on the other side. So many people have, I'm sure, done things differently. But the goal of this video is for me to share with you my experience so that you can understand where I come from. And, if you're in the position that I was a couple years ago, you can start to kind of look at my personal story and hopefully grow from that. So yeah, with all that being said, focus on your personal development. Check out a Jim Rohn video once or twice. Check out a Brian Tracy video once or twice, and find those pitfalls in your life and start to go out there and do it. You know what I mean? Don't wait to take action. Don't wait until it's perfect. The best time is now. Get off this video, go start looking at personal development, and your life could change today. But that's up to you. And if you don't want to change it, then that's up to you. So, I had a lot of struggles, and I'm not saying that everybody's perfect. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying that, I'm telling you what to do. I'm just saying this is how I did it, and hopefully this will help somebody. So thanks.